Alright folks, gather round and get ready to dive into the spine-tingling world of Japanese horror cinema. Today, I've got a list of 12 must-see Japanese horror films that you absolutely can't miss. Let's jump right in. First up, we have 1998, directed by Hideo Nakata. This film revolves around a cursed videotape that kills its viewers within 7 days. Journalist Reiko Asakawa digs into its origins, uncovering a tragic supernatural tale. Popularized J-horror internationally and even inspired the Hollywood remake. Its slow-building dread and eerie atmosphere are game-changers in modern horror. Next, there's 2002, by Takashi Shimizu. This one's about a cursed house in Tokyo that dooms anyone who enters. The non-linear story structure keeps you on the edge of your seat as it weaves through relentless horror caused by a vengeful spirit. The ghostly apparitions are some of the most haunting you'll ever see. Now buckle up for 1999, directed by Takashi Miike. It starts as a quiet drama about a lonely widower who holds auditions to find a new wife, but the woman he chooses has a disturbing secret. This film descends into nightmare fuel with a final act so shocking that it's infamous in psychological horror cinema. Moving on to 2005, by Koji Shiraishi. A documentary filmmaker investigates supernatural occurrences tied to a mysterious curse. The found footage style builds slow-burning terror that stays with you long after the credits roll. It's one of the most effective found footage horror films out there. 1964, directed by Kaneto Shindo, takes us to feudal Japan. Two women survive by murdering samurai and stealing their belongings until a mysterious demon mask changes their fate. This folk horror classic blends social critique with supernatural horror, using striking visuals and atmospheric tension. Then there's 2002, from Hideo Nakata. A single mother moves into a rundown apartment haunted by a mysterious water leak and a lost little girl. This ghost story combines psychological horror with themes of loss and abandonment, delivering an unsettling yet tragic experience. For something completely different, we've got Hausu, 1977, by Nobuhiko Obayashi. It's a psychedelic horror comedy where a group of schoolgirls visits a haunted house filled with bizarre and surreal horrors like a man eating piano. This cult classic is famous for its absurd yet nightmarish visuals and experimental storytelling. Pulse, 2001, by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, explores ghostly presences encountered through the internet. It leads to a terrifying existential crisis about isolation and death. This film is eerily prophetic about the digital age's impact on human connection. 2003, by Takashi Miike, follows people who receive mysterious phone calls from their future selves, hearing their own violent deaths before they happen. Borrowing from, it delivers a stylish and intense take on supernatural horror with uniquely terrifying visuals. 1968, by Kaneto Shindo, tells the story of a mother and daughter-in-law murdered by samurai who return as vengeful spirits, luring and killing warriors. This hauntingly beautiful ghost story blends horror with Japanese folklore, creating an atmospheric must-watch. 2004, from Takashi Shimizu, features a cameraman obsessed with fear who discovers an underground world and a mute vampire-like girl. This film explores paranoia, obsession, and cosmic horror, making it a unique psychological horror entry. Lastly, 1989, by Shinya Tsukamoto. A businessman slowly transforms into a grotesque fusion of flesh and metal after an encounter with a mysterious metal fetishist. This cyberpunk horror masterpiece is a chaotic and unsettling visual experience, blending body horror with industrial themes. Japanese horror taps into deep-seated fears, blending folklore, psychological torment, and surreal imagery. These 12 films represent the best of the genre, offering a diverse and terrifying journey through J-horror's eerie, innovative, and unforgettable landscape. Got a specific theme in mind? Let me know in the comments if you want more recommendations based on supernatural horror or psychological horror. Until next time, stay spooky.